Word is there's pirates all over this region.
You'd think they'd run out of people to steal from. Anomaly on sensors. We're on course.
Sam, set Callow the nav point provided by our Krogan contact. Drac, we're landing on Eladeen to rendezvous with Jorgal's Strux.
On my way.
Where is this meeting place exactly?
Called the Paradise. Middle of nowhere as far as I can tell.
Paradise is different for a Krogan.
Remnant starship? No.
Only 41% exposed. I will gather what information I can, Pathfinder.
Who lives here besides the Krogan?
Scavengers with nothing to lose. Criminals chucked out of Kadara.
Gonna be interesting.
We want to be careful. From what I hear, it's swarming with scum. Just make sure you know where your guns are.
Think you're tough? Wait till they meet me on the dunes. What are you looking at? Did you raise the water?
Hey, I recognize your insignia. You're Nexus, right? A Pathfinder. Kent Halsey, Nexus Security.
Must be a reason you're here. Is there a problem?
Not with the Nexus. This is a personal matter. My sister Isabel fell in with the wrong people. She joined the rebellion and was exiled to Kadara. Somehow, she pissed off enough people to end up in this hellhole.
Your security and your sister's a troublemaker. Puts you in an awkward situation.
I don't care about that. I'm here to find her. I know she can't come back to the Nexus, but we can start over on Kadara. Together.
You're a good brother, Kent.
Don't congratulate me yet. The problem is, I underestimated this planet. I don't have a vehicle or a way to survive the heat. I'm stuck before I've even started.
Don't worry. I can track Isabel down for you.
I hoped you'd say that. I think the salvager from Kadara has info on her. She wouldn't give me anything, but maybe you can get her talking.
I bet that's a water storage setup over there.
New armor, well-maintained weapons. I take it you're not one of the locals.
Think I'll stick out?
Like water in the desert. My boss in here picked up on you from the second you landed.
What's your boss like?
She gave me a job and a place to live. I'm grateful to her for that.
But...
She's not easy on your kind. I've seen her deny them water based on nothing but her mood. She didn't live on Kadara like I did. All she's seen is the exiles on Eladeen. It's enough to turn anyone against outsiders. But I don't like seeing people suffer. Even exiles.
So you work for the water merchant?
I design the filtration systems. Now I keep them from breaking down in the heat.
You're an engineer.
Of sorts. On Kadara, I design defense systems for the settlements. Specialized in hidden traps to use in the dark. I can't continue that work here.
Why?
The sun never goes down on Eladeen. No nighttime. Just constant blazing daylight. It's why the Paradise does so well. Water isn't the only commodity. We have shade.
How'd you end up here?
Same as anyone. I was desperate. Ran up a debt on Kadara and needed to escape. I have to say life isn't bad here. I move between the Paradise and New Tachanka, keeping the water tanks running. Sometimes I even go to the flop house to buy extra parts from the scavengers. They respect me there. Still, I miss the exciting stuff. Felt like I was making a difference when I built defense systems.
If you want to make a difference again, the Resistance needs recruits on Vold.
The Resistance? It's a nice thought, but I doubt they'd take a lowlife like me.
I should get going.
Careful out there.
It's a fair exchange.
Why? Because you say it is?
Partly. I wouldn't be in business if I wasn't fair. If you don't think so, go trade somewhere else.
Okay, I will.
So you're an ear.
That's right. And you are?
Veteran X. We do business with the same people on Kadara.
Ah, yes, one of the newcomers. Welcome, all of you, to my paradise. Outside the gates, you're on your own, but in here, you're safe. Anyone violates the peace, they have to answer to me.
Yeah, everyone's on their best behavior. Is it natural, or are they on something?
Huh, nothing so complicated. These people need me. They need what I sell, so they behave, or they're out. Now what can I get you? How can I help? Just let me know.
I'm supposed to meet a Krogan here named Strux.
Look around. If my customers have names, I don't know them. It's better that way.
You have a pretty good attitude for a place like this.
I've got nothing to complain about. I'm rich and no one messes with me. Most powerful woman on Elaaden.
Yeah?
I don't mean to brag, but absolutely.
What else is here?
I'm a businesswoman, not a tour guide, but I'll tell you what I know if it suits me.
You get along with the Krogan?
Everyone comes to Elaaden with the dream of leaving, except me and the Krogan. They built their colony into a sinkhole. Smart. Keeps it cool enough for them, I guess.
They have their own water?
Unfortunately for them, no. But Morda and I get along well, so far.
Who lives on this planet?
Desperate folks, mostly. Misfits, some. Those that can't get along in the regular world. Or people willing to make a profit off that desperation.
Like you?
Careful, sweetheart. You want to keep me on your good side. There's a place they call the Flop House, eastish of here. Den of murder and misery. You should pay it a call.
What can you tell me about that derelict ship?
Ah, you came here to get killed, did ya? Scavengers are trying to pull it apart, is all I know. I don't go near their claims. They shoot on sight.
Nice studs. Better watch your back. There's probably already a dozen people planning to kill you for them.
Are you threatening me? Sounded like it.
Me? No, just trying to be helpful. I know a hard target when I see one. And I stay on your good side. Maybe you won't mind me picking up the scraps you leave behind. So, what else can I do for you?
What do you do on this planet? Why are you here?
Why? Trying to find out where my claim is?
No, relax.
I do the same as anyone else here. Try not to get killed.
You know a Krogan named Strux?
Nope. But Krogan are hard to miss. Look around.
Where do you live? Where do you sleep?
There's a flop house not far from here. There's always shelter. Maybe even a bed, if someone died that day.
We're done.
Suit yourself.
This area is restricted. Don't
What?
get any closer.
I have my sarchons right here. I'm gonna peel your skin off.
Well, well, look at you. I'm good at reading people. Want me to guess who you are?
Shoot.
A Pathfinder.
Impressive.
How'd you know?
I cheated. I run salvage to Kadara. Word travels fast there. Should hear what the collective is saying about you.
Well, now I'm curious.
I will repeat it, for your sake.
What's your take on Eladeen?
If the worm or the gang leaders don't kill you, the heat in Ataraxia will. I don't know how anyone can live here.
Somehow they make it work.
Barely. At least once a trip, an escaped slave or ex-cultist tries to bribe me for a ride out of here. Except the Krogan. I've seen New Tachanka. We'd all be lucky to have a setup like theirs.
You said you run salvage to Kadara. How does that work?
The scavengers come from Hell's Promise to sell me their scraps. I pay them next to nothing.
Charming. Then what?
I haul my loot to Kadara and sell to the merchants. Sloane takes her cut, naturally, but mostly I make a killing. Sometimes I even buy water from Ania and sell it at a premium in the flop house. It's a solid life.
If you say so. You must deal with the scavengers a lot.
No more than I have to. Slavery, cannibalism, gang leader worship. It's enough to make my skin crawl.
Strong words from one of their customers.
I buy from them. Doesn't mean I have to like them. Might be safe here, but out there, if a gang leader wants you dead, you're dead. I don't plan to let my guard down.
Got info on someone named Isabel Halsey?
What am I, your personal database?
Come on. You're the only one here who doesn't want to kill me. Just help me out.
Fine, fine. I've never met her, but I heard a few scavengers talking. Mentioned a cave out in the dunes. Something about Isabel's time being limited. This is the nav point. Just watch out. That's a bad area.
All of Eladeen is a bad area.
Good point.
Ever work with a guy named Reyes?
Reyes? He's one of my buyers, actually. You know him?
We've met.
I'm not surprised. Reyes knows everyone. Some a little too well.
Take it easy.
Always do.
What are you looking at?
To be honest, I'm curious about what's going on here.
What's going on is none of your damn business. Keep walking, or I'm gonna shoot out your knees.
I thought the rule was no guns.
That won't protect you outside the gates. If you see me there, you better run.
Pathfinder, is it necessary to engage with this individual? I don't see how it helps our cause.
Right. Let's just back away slowly, guys.
Wow, the stories about Elaaden are true.
What are you
Ryder,
looking at?
I heard that little exchange. I don't understand it. They screened every initiative applicant. How did so many of them end up violent and unstable?
You think something's up?
That's what I want to find out. Can you scan the scavengers here in the Paradise and transmit the data to me? And, you know, be discreet. Wow. Be careful around that one, Ryder. Perfect. Strange. Data's not coming through. Try another one. Not a scavenger, Ryder.
There a reason you're pointing that thing at me?
Sorry.
Subtle. Also not a scavenger.
Stop shushing me. Strux should be leader of New Tachanka.
Don't have to be so loud about it, Saul.
He's from Clan...
Are you Jorgal Strux?
Maybe. You who I think you are?
I'm the Pathfinder from the Nexus. You asked me to meet you here?
Yeah, I did. Thanks for coming.
Everyone's best chance for survival is to cooperate. That includes the Krogan.
Good. Nice to know some people are on our side.
So, trouble at the colony?
It's heading to a bad place.
We can't be there anymore.
Morda's become a tyrant.
Did she kick you out?
Hasn't come to that yet, so we're laying low. I want to keep my eye on her. She's planning a strike against the Nexus, that much we know.
Drac trusts Morda, and I trust Drac.
Hearn, Morda's leading the colony for a reason. She's tough, but that's good. You're not there, Drac. Morda is going to rip this colony apart. And then we're all going to die.
Krogan dying? Your homeworld's worse than this place.
Everyone needs food and water, even Krogan. Morda's rationing. My group thinks the Krogan should make peace with the Nexus.
We need the Krogan, and the Krogan need us. We all came to Andromeda as one. We should at least try to fix this.
Well, there won't be a colony to make peace with if Morda ruins it. You don't believe me? Go to the Krogan colony yourself and see what she's planning. Talk to Ravenar Brink. He's one of us, on the inside.
If the safety of the Nexus is really on the line, I'll go. Better hope she doesn't shoot me on sight.
Yeah, that'd be a bad omen.
Not a scavenger, Ryder.
I'll kill
Fancy ship you got there.
Need someone to watch it?
Interesting.
Hey,
Not a ship. Not mine.
stealing the next shuttle out of here.
All of those creepy alien pillars.
Yeah, pulled the whole thing apart.
Strange. Data's not coming through. Try another one. Excellent.
I detect above normal temperatures. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Stealing the next
Life
shuttle.
support is back online.
This took down a few Asari by the flockhouse.
If it isn't the Pathfinder. Pathfinder, so happy our paths crossed. Your job is to search and study, right?
You could say that?
We've only just begun to discover Andromeda. There's so much here to figure out. The tech, how ours intersects. There are amazing things to be built, and you're the one to do it.
Don't sell yourself short. We can all do that.
Oh, I'm not long for this life. I came to this galaxy to die on a new frontier. I'm happy to impart my last bit of wisdom.
I would be honored.
Knowledge is power, Pathfinder. We brought the best of what the Milky Way could offer. You have the means to make all this better. So use your resources to study and decipher what's here. Grow from it. Build more efficient, powerful tools. Build the future. That is all.
You touched my salvage.
Not a scavenger, Ryder.
Hey, hey! Welcome, welcome. Come this way. Follow me. That's a fancy ship, all right. You'll find lots of deals inside.
Just talk to my boss. Come on, this way.
This is a special place. The Paradise. No guns here. Keep those holstered. This way. Come inside. There's a bunch of low-life scavengers inside. But don't worry. They'll shoot you on sight, but you're safe here.
Step off. Not allowed back here.
Everyone's treating you good, I hope.
I'll look around.
Thanks, Ryder. That should be enough. I'll analyze this and let you know what I find.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
So, Eladeen. Charming so far. What do we got? Besides the sand.
The Remnant monolith suggests this was indeed supposed to be a golden world. It also suggests the presence of a vault. Additionally, here is the large derelict remnant ship that we saw as we landed.
Hopefully abandoned?
Scans indicate it is not. The site is active with scavengers and remnant bots. Here, scavengers have taken over an abandoned camp between the two. In this direction, located in one of the planet's sinkholes, is New Tuchanka, the Krogan colony.
Sinkholes? Sounds fun.
Not really. Elaaden is tidally locked to its sister moon and that gas giant above. This side of the moon never cools. Getting trapped in a sinkhole without shelter would mean certain death, as one's blood would boil in 75 seconds.
And on that cheery note, let's head for the climate-controlled paradise of the Nomad.
I detect above normal temperatures. Pathfinder, this area has been altered by Remnant. There may be something of use.
Are you worried about your colony?
Of course, who isn't worried out here?
You don't act like it.
You learn not to show it.
I detect broken scavenger machinery.
So, Morda's still pissed off at the Nexus. You'll want to be careful around her, kid.
It's amazing they managed to set up any kind of working colony on this hellscape.
Once the Krogan put their mind to something, they'll get it done.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Getting close to New Tuchanka.
I'm reading normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Move along. No outsiders.
He's with me, human Pathfinder.
Drac. It's been a while.
Jorgel Strux sent me. I'm supposed to talk with Morda.
So now Strux is friends with the Nexus.
Traitor.
Think I'm a traitor too.
Shut it, Breck.
I'm not here to step on any toes. I can help you guys out.
You assume we need help?
Hey, you guys did your job. Now stand down and let them in.
But Drac, didn't I tell you to shut up? I'll spread the word so Morda knows you're here.
Good.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Life support restored.
Pathfinder must think he's pretty tough to just stroll in here.
Wonder how long he'd last in a real fight.
They're testing you, seeing if you'll take the bait.
Saw the worm out there again.
Soft,
That
squishy
thing
human
is
like you
huge.
should probably steer clear of the wildlife out there.
You said something about a worm?
Not a worm. The worm. Huge. Invincible. You can't miss it. It pops out of the dunes from time to time. Plows down everything in its path.
As if this planet wasn't deadly enough.
Good news is, it doesn't attack us. Doesn't seem to care about us at all. Just stay out of its way. It'll barrel right through you, tear you to pieces.
Thanks for the heads up.
It was an accident. The terminal with Dr. O'Keefe's data was right next to the scrubbed ones.
Hello. I noticed you were listening. Is it because you're a fan of the Krogan genius, Dr. O'Keefe? I'm frantic because a terminal with all his research was accidentally sold to a junker.
No. Maybe? What was on it?
His work regarding Krogan physiology and the genophage was advanced. I was his protege. Or, I was acquainted with his protege.
Anyway, it's encrypted, but it would be bad if it fell into the wrong hands. I can give you a nav point and the name of the scavenger I accidentally sold it to.
Send me the nav point and the terminal identification.
Done. I hope it's still on the planet. The junker was aggressive.
Should have known Morda would take over.
She'll run this place into the ground.
Back arm and aiming at New Tachanka. Just cleaned my armor and it's already dusty.
I'm leaving. No way this colony will make it.
Come on, you have nowhere to go.
Heard Sloan and Kadara is hiring.
We ought to check it out, actually. See if we can get in on the action.
Went out hunting. If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral.
Don't have permission to approach Morda.
You Ravenor Brank? Struck sent me. He said that you...
Yes. Find me later near the fighting pit.
Hey, Nexus. I'm the one you talk to around here.
Are you Morda?
I'm Nakmor Morda, Overlord of the Krogan in Helios.
Overlord?
Drac, Kesh said you had a new job.
She didn't tell me you did.
And you're the celebrated Pathfinder from the Hyperion, found at last.
I'm Ryder.
This is thrilling. I've never stood so close to a Pathfinder before. Mostly because the Krogan never got one. Welcome to New Tachanka.
I understand you and your people are pissed off.
Humans were welcomed into the Citadel Council with open arms, while the Krogan endured centuries of oppression. You have no idea. Your understanding only makes me mad.
Okay, gotcha. Loud and clear.
Why are you here, Pathfinder? To see what a successful colony looks like.
Our outposts are new. We could use the advice.
Your manipulation is so transparent. No advice for you, only regret. Watch, the Krogan will thrive and the initiative will pay. Get out of my face before I smash it.
A pleasure catching up with the new Krogan hierarchy. See you soon.
Morda, Morda's a hard ass, but that surprised even me. Not good.
Yeah. Maybe.
She said the initiative will pay. That's us. That's scary.
Let's talk to Brank before we freak out.
Varka, listen to yourself.
I know what I saw. Did that work think I would notice?
Drac, yo.
I don't sell Rincol to
Swing by
humans.
when you
Matter
ain't
of
so busy
principle.
Playing hero. We'll catch up.
Sure thing, Crud. I have stories.
What's it like living out here?
It's no paradise, but it's easier than Tachanka. Back home, stepping outside during a nuclear wind could tear the plate from your skull.
What's Rincol?
Krogan alcohol, like drinking a live grenade. I distill it myself, strongest in the galaxy.
That's impressive.
Not really. I'm the only distiller in the galaxy.
Remind me to stock up.
What made you pick up and come to Helios?
I was sick of living on a dead planet, watching my people tear each other apart. Hitching a ride on the Nexus was a chance to start over.
But you left the Nexus.
And built this. Best decision the Krogan ever made. Just wish it was on better terms. Not wise to burn bridges out here.
What was it like traveling on the Nexus?
Don't know. I remember Solarians packing us into cryo. Some of us needed a double hit to fall asleep. Then, nothing. Suddenly we were here. You want to know more, ask Barrack. Says he woke up mid-journey and lived 50 years alone on the Nexus.
He has to be lying.
Probably. Good story, though.
What do you have against selling Rincol to humans?
Spend too much time babysitting humans who think they can stomach it. Fact is, you can't. Maybe it won't kill you, but it'll leave me a mess to clean up.
I bet I could handle it.
Typical.
That's all for now.
Back to it.
Ryder, this is Crod, an old friend. Frankie built this whole place. Don't let the fact that he's hurt not bother you. We can't help it.
What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
When you said colony, I didn't think you meant this. Why didn't you tell me, Drac?
Wasn't sure about you at first. And then it seemed simpler to just show you when we got here.
It's rustic.
That's what we're going for. Rustic.
I'm guessing you have questions.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus, after the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere.
Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
How do you know Drac?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped.
Now I just can't seem to get rid of him.
You seem at home here, Drac.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring?
The day you dig my grave, old-timer.
Sad honor that'll be.
The plants here. Where'd they come from?
Ever since the clan got here, Warren and his assistant have been working hard on the greenhouse.
We built him and Hark some pretty fancy digs. Lights and everything.
New Tachanka's plants grow way better than the ones back home. Way less radiation.
There's a lot of prefab materials here. And shuttles.
Some of it was gear we had stored away on the Nexus.
The rest we sort of stole when we left. Not like anyone was gonna stop us.
I'll talk to you later.
So you're the human Pathfinder. You look different from the pictures I saw.
You probably saw pictures of my dad.
Your dad? You replaced him as Pathfinder?
It's a long story.
Haven't really kept up with Nexus news. Enough trouble to occupy me here.
Scavengers?
Amongst other things. You seen the flophouse yet? That's where they get together. 80% shacks, 100% trouble.
I'll give you the nav point so you can avoid it. Or not, as you choose.
Tell me more about the Flophouse.
It's a loose collection of shelters where some scavenger gangs gather. They knock each other around, drink, and then when they're all riled up, run raids. And if you get close when they're hungry, well, that's how I lost a liver and gained a limp.
Have you had much trouble with scavengers at the colony?
Not yet. They're not that stupid. A bunch of squishies against 100-odd Krogan? Give it a little time. Resources run low, they'll get desperate, and who knows?
Thanks. This information will come in handy.
Just trying to help. Be careful out there, Pathfinder.
Should have known more.
Tried to fight the worm.
You were late this morning. Pathfinder, welcome. You don't welcome an alien into our colony, you ignorant child. Shut up, old man. Sorry about that. Don't mind him. Credits are credits, I say.
About time someone around here is friendly.
Just give him time. Prove you're one of the good ones. Now buy something before he starts yelling again. What is this? We don't answer to anyone. Well, look at that. Not one of those damn scavengers, are you?
I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
That's worse. Look, you want to buy? Talk to my seller. I hired him so I don't have to deal with the customers.
I hear you woke up on the journey to Helios.
That cryo wasn't enough to keep me down. Was alone for 100 years before we reached the cluster.
I thought it was 50 years.
50, 100. It's all the same when you're living on nutrient paste.
The Nexus is paradise compared to this. You don't want to go back, even a little?
So we can be your attack dogs again? Get treated like dirt until we finally fight back? This is no different than the rebellion back home. Only time we get respect is when we take it by force. We were stupid to think it would be any different here.
Bet the scavengers are crawling all over the salvage you pick up.
Not too bad. I picked my scrap out in Ataraxia, where squishies like you can't handle the heat. I don't get too close to the Flophouse. Scavengers gather there like insects. Can't defend my salvage against those numbers. Look at me. I was a warrior, and now I fight vermin over a junk heap.
I should get moving.
I'll be here, sewing junk. Can't figure it out. If Thorn was here... You must be the Pathfinder.
That's me. Know anything about those crazy plants out on the dunes?
The red ones? Well, there used to be a lot more of them.
What do you mean?
You see all those red banners outside? The red paint on the walls? Yeah? The crushed leaves make a perfect dye. Other than that, not much use. Pretty to look at, though.
What do you do at the colony?
Botany. Sort of. I'm Vorn's apprentice. He's the real genius with plants.
How's research going?
Slowly. We're fine on Eladeen, but plants aren't. They need a better defense against the elements. I want to experiment by crossing vegetation with the native animal life on Eladeen.
From what I've seen of the wildlife, those will be some exciting plants.
Now I just need to convince Vorn. He thinks it's too dangerous. I guess there's a chance of breeding carnivorous plants like the ones back home, but it's worth the risk.
I'll leave you to your work.
What do you want me to do?
Handle it, Cortic, or I will.
Half the time, I feel like I'm the only one holding this colony together.
Trouble?
Varka and Gren fought together back home, side by side, but always in competition. Made them stronger. Now they have no enemies to fight, so they're fighting each other. I can see the tension building, colonists taking sides. This is how clan wars start.
A divided colony will never survive out here.
Which is why we need to act fast. Best way to stop this feud is to perform a rite of union.
Which is?
Shove them into a ring with a beast. Make them fight as a team. Defeating a common foe creates a powerful bond. Krogan don't take that lightly. Help me perform the rite, and we can hold this colony together.
How am I supposed to help with the rite?
For one, they need something to fight.
I hope you don't mean me.
No, but I do need you to help me drive a beast into the arena. Shamans make a special lure for this. Should help subdue it.
You really think Varka and Gren could cause a war?
Big problems can start out small, not taking any chances.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Good. Set this lure out in the wilds to attract the fiend. The beast might be feisty at first, so stay on your toes. I'll keep Varka and Gren from each other's throats till you get back. Good luck.